Hello everyone, welcome back! I'm Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all. You're probably wondering, who is this guy and why am I looking in his face? Well, it's me, the most delicious Quitte of them all, and I decided for this video I would do something different, like just talk to the camera, at least this once. I decided for this video I would do something different because it's personal, it's a Q&A video, so I decided why not get on camera and talk about myself there. For a 1000 subscriber special, I guess I can finally do something special like this, you know. I know that for a lot of people 1000 subs probably doesn't sound like much, but for me that's amazing. Like, I started this journey a year ago, not even a year ago, and we're already at 1000 subs, and it's just amazing. I couldn't be more thankful for that, for all the support you guys are giving me. So I decided, let's make a Q&A video so you guys can get to learn me a little bit better, get to know me a little bit better. So I asked you to send me some questions, and you did send me some questions, so let's dive right in. Before we get into other stuff, Dragalia stuff, personal stuff, I have to get the most important question and the most asked question out of the way, which is, what is a Quitte? Why am I called Quitte? So basically the story is a lot of years ago, like at least 10 years ago, a friend of mine just randomly started calling me Yusuf Fun Quitte. I don't know why she did it, she doesn't know why she did it, but it's just how it is nowadays. And I didn't really immediately use that as a nickname. I think I just called myself on Facebook that, and it stayed there for years until I finally decided, okay, this is now going to be my online persona. And a Quitte basically is, what's it called? A Quitte is a quince, I think it's pronounced, so it's a fruit. A Quitte is a fruit, that's all there is to it. Like I said, we don't know why she called me that, but it's just how it is. So back when I started the channel, I decided to take a name that's easily recognizable, and there's not a lot of Quittes out there, I think. So it's also my nickname for a while. Nobody in real life calls me that, by the way, it's just my online nickname that I've been using for years now, so I decided why not go with that. So a lot of people ask me this, like I said, I want to call names. Mayo asked me this, JZ101, Ray, oh god, Arenai, and some anonymous people asked me this, so thank you guys for asking this. And yeah, that's just basically, that's my name. That's a Quitte. There's no more story to this, it's just my nickname. So two people actually asked me if my hair IRL actually looks like that, like on my profile picture, and it usually does when there's not a pandemic going on that makes it really difficult to go to a hairdresser, and you can still see the highlights, I think, and usually all of this is green. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere here where you can see what my hair should look like when it looks good. And I don't have classes anymore. These questions came from anonymous people, so I can't really talk to them directly, but I do have classes, I just never wear them. I don't even know where they are. I also forgot a question earlier from Anonymous that asked, what is a Quitte and how does it game? I have fingers and thumbs, and I use them to play video games. I don't know if a fruit Quitte, like a quince, could play games. I haven't really seen one do it yet, but I'm not gonna say that it's not possible. Okay, let's go and look at some other questions. First question comes from Zerachan, who asks, who is worst girl and why is it Mim? First off, how dare you? Mim is absolutely not worst girl in Dragalia Lost, and I don't think there is a worst girl. Everyone is awesome in Dragalia Lost for me. I don't think there's anyone that I would say that I dislike them. No, there really is no one where I would say I dislike them. I don't think there's any girl that I would say is worst girl. So I'm sorry, I can't really answer the question, and it's definitely not Mim. Even if I would find someone that I could name worst girl, it wouldn't be Mim. Zabata asked me, as a Chelsea fan I'm obligated to ask, have you cleared every Agito with her? I have not, and honestly that's an idea I had for quite some time, not even to make content out of it, but just because I want. And I think now with Valentine's Chelsea it's easier, simply because she can get resistance to every affliction in the game. So maybe I'm gonna do that at some point. I will need the help of some pups. No, not pups, of some pre-made groups. Maybe I can find some people on Discord that can help me with it. So that's an idea I had. Still haven't done it yet though. Pyrotag asks me something very important. They ask, where is the Princess Connect content? Yeah, I honestly, I would have loved to make more content about Princess Connect, but the problem is it's boring for me as a content creator. Let me elaborate on this. I love playing Princess Connect. It's a fun game. I play it every day. I try to do as much as possible. But when it comes to content creating, it's like we already know what's going to happen. We already know which banners are going to come. We already know which units to use when they come. And so for me personally, I would just repeat what other people would say. I would just read meta lists, and that's just not really interesting for me. So if you came here for Princess Connect content, I totally understand if you leave at some point. I will make summoning videos about the game. Like when Summer Carol drops, I definitely want to summon for her, so that's why I'm saving right now. That's why there's no real summoning videos from that. Aside from the Arisa, what was her name? Arisa? I think Arisa. Aside from the Arisa banner a few weeks ago. So I'm super sorry. Princess Connect is an awesome game, go play it. There's just way better content creators out there than I could ever be when it comes to Princess Connect. So I'm sorry, there's not going to be much there. Kraken asks, how often do you make videos with your fans? And if we wanted to be in one, how can we join? If you want to be in a video of mine, like that's super situational. Like I usually record my video clears in pubs. And when I can't find anyone, I usually hop into our Discord, which the link is in the description below, by the way, like somewhere around here. And just tag the Agito farmer role or whatever I need in that moment. And then whoever is online and responds first is going to get in a video. If you want to be in a video, just lurk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in our Discord and wait until I finally ping you. No, it's just kidding. It's just going to be a coincidence or not. If you want to play with me, I don't know, just hop into the Discord, ask if I'm there and willing to play. Why not? Or I guess the best way to play with me would be when I stream on twitch.tv/gaming_Quitte. And when I'm playing, then I guess we can just make some rooms. I guess that's the easiest thing. Yeah, just hop into my streams when I'm streaming. And if I'm playing a co-op content, then just join me there. So Polo asks, what were your thoughts on Dragalia way back during 2018, before launch, during its reveal and showcase? I honestly don't really remember. I just know that I saw the trailer in the Nintendo Direct, and I was like, okay, I need to play this. It's a mobile game by Nintendo. That's cool. And then I read that it's not really by Nintendo, but made by Cygames, and I didn't really know Cygames back then. I only knew that Granblu is huge and really successful and really good. So I figured it's going to be amazing. And well, here we are. Love the game. I still enjoy it every day very much. So Fingernablion asked me, I know this is not your field, neither appeals to your demographic, but are you going to do a Big Chungus gacha video? No. If you guys don't know, recently the Looney Tunes gacha game, which I even didn't know existed, included as an April's Fool joke, included Big Chungus as a unit. And I actually considered making a joke video about that, like where I pull for Big Chungus or play with it. But man, the game is awful. The animations are good, it's funny, but it's just not, I'm not gonna play it, I'm sorry. I know, no Big Chungus video, never going to happen. I'm so sorry. Fingernablion, and I know who you really are. I know your real name, dude. Zeno asks, what part of Chelsea makes you gravitate towards her? Badonger's personality, eyes emoji. It's everything, to be honest. I remember seeing her for the first time. I was just immediately in love with her. Her design is awesome. I like girls with white hair, or silver hair. Of course she has a nice body, duh! And I also, it's not like I like the tsundere or yandere type very much, but it's just everything about her. Her design is cool, her clothes look cool, she's fun to play, and her Valentine's alt is so adorable. I just love everything about her. She's just fun. And her voice actress, her Japanese one especially, is so good. Like in the Valentine's event, she just went completely crazy, and it was amazing. Galax asks, do you have any animals? No. Sadly, no. I used to have 2 cats, but they live somewhere else now. We want to get a dog, like a Pomeranian, when I move in together with my girlfriend. Then the next step is getting a Pomeranian. because she just loves these. So they're cute, so I don't mind. That's going to be the next thing we're going to have. Otherwise, I do have a lot of spiders in my house, apparently. Sometimes, like, they just crawl all over the place, but I do have an agreement with them. Like, until they are not on my eye level, I'm fine with them. So I don't bother them, they don't bother me. That's cool. Isaac asks, what are some elements you would like to see in Dragalia Lost lore, in example, species, technology, cultures, etc.? That's a tough question. I think with Garland, we had a really cool dragon that looked like a robot, but actually isn't. And I think maybe some more robot stuff, like let there be a dragon that's like a huge Gundam type thing. I don't know, something like that would maybe be cool. And right now, Dragalia Lost is pretty open to stuff. Like, we have a smartphone in the game, we have guns now. I really don't know. Like, space things, maybe? Like, let's go to space, have a sci-fi adventure, but that's not really something I'm interested in. Like, I'm not really a sci-fi guy, so that's not even something I would want to see, so that's a tough question. I can't really answer that one, to be honest. I don't really know what I want to see when it comes to other stuff. I guess I wouldn't mind having more races, but right now we have the Rokan, we have Sylvans, we have humans, we have dragons. I don't know what else we could get. Elves, maybe? I guess elves. We have fairies, so maybe something like that? I don't know. Dragon's Twilight asks, who is your favorite Dragon Ramp unit? Also, how long have you been playing Dragalia Lost? I've been playing since launch, like every day. I don't think I've missed a single day since then, which is kind of sad, to be honest, but hey, whatever. And who's my favorite Dragon Ramp unit? You mean like units that are focused on shapeshifting and stuff? And then I guess it would be Mim. Mim is just awesome. She's extremely fun to play. I love playing her. She's amazing. So yeah, Mim. Layla asks, which character or dragon makes you the thirstiest? Let's just go. Units? Chelsea. Dragon? Ariel, I think. Ariel is just, she's thick, man. Oh, and Konohana Sakura, she's also she's a pretty dragon, to be honest. And well, I guess now, today, we got the announcement of Humanoid Mercury. Oh boy. So yeah, I guess those ones. Ninstar Jose, I don't know how you pronounce the name, I'm sorry, asks, how much have you enjoyed Dragalia Lost? Also, do you have more suggestions or improvements that you want in the game? I love it. Of course, there's been some moments where I just, like, we're in low maintenance mode, where I didn't play as much. But I've been enjoying Dragalia Lost every day. That's why I started doing content about it, because I love the game so much. There's also someone else later asking about suggestions or improvements to the game, and I don't really have a lot. Like, right now it's a little bit sad that co-op is kind of dead, but that's just normal after double drops, I guess. I guess I would just love to have people more incentives to actually play co-op, but I don't really know how you can fix that problem. Like, you can't just put every Agito on double drops on rotation. I feel like that might actually make it even worse, because then every fight that's not on double drops is just going to get ignored, so it's difficult. Like, the mentor system was a good idea, but the execution just fell flat and people were just farming Wormite, so that sadly didn't help at all. So King Mike asks, what is your favorite unit for each element? What is your favorite unit for each weapon type? So of course, in fire it's Chelsea. In wind, now I guess you could say it's Valentine's Chelsea. I'm gonna cheat here, I don't care. In water, it's either Pinon or Laranoa. Like, they're equal. I love them both. They're amazing. In light, it's actually Hunter Vanessa, because she's so much fun to play with the 4-strike mechanic. And in shadow, I guess it's Linnea, just based on her design. I love her design very much. My favorite weapon when it comes to weapon type, I think in mana casters, I would say it's Lapis or Ilya. Both are really fun to play. In bow, it's obviously Chelsea, duh. I guess when it comes to lances, Panther is extremely fun to play, even though I can't really play her that often. In dagger, I've come to, for some reason, really like Dragula Cleo, or Tiki is also a lot of fun. Sword units, I don't play a lot of sword units. I guess you could say that Mona is my favorite sword unit. Oh, and for dagger, it's not as amazing. And did I talk about lances? Lances, Mim, plates. I don't really play a lot of plate units. I guess Melody is my favorite plate. Let's just go with Melody. In axes, it's Halloween Mim. I guess Halloween meme. I guess when it comes to wands, Summer Sanoa is a lot of fun because she just creates a big explosion, and explosions are fun. Explosions are a lot of fun. Healers, I don't play a lot of healers. I guess Dragalia Lily is pretty cool because overdamage is fun and also she's cute. So Restan asks, what are your top 3 favorite event songs in Dragalia Lost? The first summer siren song, I don't know the name of it. And the song from last year's summer event, I also don't know the name of. And Get Up from Mad Kids. These 3 are like what comes to my mind right immediately. Who are my 5 favorite girls in Princess Connect? Oh boy, you have a lot of questions. My top 5 characters in Princess Connect are Pecorine, Carol, because she's just amazing and I think I'd place her at top. Shizuru, Reno, and Hatsune. Hatsune is amazing. I love all of them. Next question from Restan is, if you could pick 3 girls for a part 2 Princess Connect banner in Dragalia Lost, who would you pick? Carol, of course. Hatsune maybe, but that would make 2 wand units. And Kokoro as a land support unit. So I have to explain the next one. So I made this type form where you could enter your name and then enter your question. And it also said, enter your name and enter your question. And someone just send in your name and your question. Well, that's super funny. I laughed. Rainbow asks, if you could have a date with anyone in Dragalia Lost, man or woman, who would it be? I'm in a very happy relationship, so of course I would never go on a date with someone from Dragalia Lost. But it's Chelsea, of course. If I would have the chance to go on a date with Chelsea if I would be single, of course I would go on a date with Chelsea. I don't care if she kills me. That's fine. That's fine. Even if she just wants to go on a date with me to get to Luca, I don't mind. So Kimmy asks, alright, do you enjoy making your videos for your very epic, delicious viewers? Yes, I love making videos. I really love doing it. I look forward to making videos every day because I usually make a video every day. So yes, love doing it and I really hope it shows and I really hope you enjoy it too. Tumtum asks, thoughts on my husband Victor? Victor is cool. I read his original story. I don't have his Dragalia version, so I don't know what's going on there, but I really liked seeing him in last year's Dragalia event. That was really cool. He was really sweet to Lily. So the next person is Average Blue and they ask, where are you from? I'm really happy that this person has to ask that because I was always afraid that you could just pop into one of my videos and hear that I'm German. I would hate if like people would just be like, oh wow, what a German accent. That has happened before. Someone on Twitter was like, I popped into this guy's video and was confused by the German accent, but that happens, I guess. I could also, if you want to, make my accent even more German. Average Blue and someone else, Cam, asked, what is your dream collab? I made a video about that some time ago. I'm gonna link it. Is this the top right corner here? I don't know how I'm gonna flip this video, but it's going to be somewhere here. So my my absolute top collab would be Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. So as you can see, I even have a tattoo of it. And I would love to get a Kingdom Hearts collab, which will never happen. I'm 100% sure, and I know for a fact that it's not going to happen, but it would be really cool. Lucas, a very dear friend of mine, asks, what are you looking forward most in Endwalker eyes emoji ×3? Well, Endwalker is the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion, for everyone who doesn't know, and I'm looking forward to going to the moon! Okami says, I have 3 questions. Who got you into Dragalia Lost? Myself. Would you like to see Euden in Smash Bros? I wouldn't mind. I don't think Dragalia Lost is that important that it needs to be in Smash Bros. I'm sorry. I would love to see at least a sword fighter costume though, like for the Mies. And then Okami asks, how is Chelsea? She's amazing. What a stupid question. Samurad Man asks, how's your day been? Also, what are your favorite series, top 5 or top 3 or whatever? My day has been alright. I've been at work for quite some time. Right now I work in a mall, so it's kind of difficult there with the current situation and all, but it's fine. I have nice colleagues, so I can endure it. My favorite series of all time? That's going to be difficult. I'm just gonna go with gaming series, Kingdom Hearts, Persona, Nier. I love these series, and of course Zelda, Pokemon, like all the stuff. It's just natural. Oh, and also I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. Amazing movie. Mwah, chef's kiss. Kimmy again asks, I forgot to ask this one earlier. Least favorite DL character, if you have any. Well, I answered that one earlier. I don't really have a character that I dislike in this game. Zor asks, what is your favorite issue of Dragalia Life? I really like the series with Lowen going to the toilet in the night and Berserker not wanting to scare them. That was pretty funny. Anonymous asks, what's your favorite adventure in Dragalia Lost? Is that really not obvious? What's your favorite element in Dragalia Lost? Wind, actually. For some reason, wind just comes to my mind by this question, so wind. What's your favorite weapon type in Dragalia Lost? Mana casters right now for some reason. I just love them. They're so much fun to play, even though I like playing all of them. It's just healers I dislike the most, or I play the least. And how am I doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Master Koga asks, what made you play Dragalia Lost? The dragons. And I guess I started playing it, like I said earlier, because Nintendo was publishing it. Cygames has good reputation, so that's why I started playing it. aka Jayaz, I think that's what their person's name is. Congrats on 1K, you deserve it. Smiley emoji and avocado emoji. That's not a question, but thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Radiant Goddess asks, are you my dad? Are you my daddy? I really don't know anymore. Synergy asks, do you feel comfortable making other gaming content? If so, what games do you have in mind? And Name also asks, do you think you'll expand your content to other games that isn't gacha related? I've thought about that, but right now I neither have the time or the ideas. I did have an idea recently when I looked through my PS2 collection, because I looked for something that it might be interesting, like to just check how much my collection is worth, something like that, just show off my collection of games. Because PS2 games, well, I have a lot, and but I don't know if that's interesting, you know, like I think that would only be interesting to me, so I kind of want to do other stuff in the future. For now, I'm gonna just stick to DL and maybe sprinkle in occasionally something else. Kimmy again, send help. Wow, Kimmy is sending a lot of questions, and I love that. Thank you so much. Kimmy asks, what's your opinion on Faris eyes emoji? Faris is pretty cool. I would love to see Faris without his jacket though, so we could see why he's hiding his mouth. Maybe he's hiding his face because he has a weird creepy mouth, which would be fine. Not shaming if he has a weird mouth. Zeke Mustang asks, from PS2, what is your favorite game? Interesting that you would actually pick PS2, which I have the most games for. And they also ask, what anime would you like DL to have a crossover with? Shaman King for them. That's amazing. Shaman King is a really good idea because I think it would work really well with the Dragon Drive mechanic. So from PS2, that's a tough question. I would have went with Kingdom Hearts, but they are also on PS3 and PS4, so let's not go with that. I think one of my favorite games is Valkyria Profile 2 Silmeria. Was that pronounced correctly? I don't know. Which is just an amazing game. If you've never played it, you definitely have to. It's just amazing. And which anime would I like to see come to Dragalia Lost? I mean, I also talked about it in my Collab Vicious video. ReZero would be something I would love to see come to Dragalia Lost. Anonymous and Chasey101 ask, if you were an adventurer, what weapon and element would you be? Maybe some skills too. I don't really know. Let's just say I would go with my favorite element, wind, with my favorite weapon type, gun or mana casters. And I guess I would be a wind mana caster that just like shoots a lot of poison and Stormlash, like Stormlash poison. Something like Formula Yachim, I guess I would be. And I would definitely inflict defense down because I just love doing that, and I would also increase crit rate. I think this would be the things I would do. I would just blast a huge laser beam of crit rate increasing while also debuffing defense, while also inflicting Stormlash and poison. I would be OP. I would absolutely be OP. Please don't include me in Dragalia Lost. Then Kimmy asks another question. Now, do you play Dragalia with any of your friends or co-workers IRL? I actually tried to get a lot of people into Dragalia Lost. I only succeeded with one very good friend of mine who plays the game quite often, not as much as I do, but yeah, she plays it, so I have at least someone I can nerd out to. I tried to get a co-worker into it. He played it a little bit. He liked it, but it like not enough to continuously play it. Your Nerd King asks, thoughts on the current game state, ideas on how to fix thoughts on the Dragalia Lost Himbo inequality. I'm not sure what Himbo means. I think it's like pretty man, so isn't that unequal? I feel like we have a lot of handsome men. They're not naked enough though, so maybe that's the problem, I don't know. Favorite element, like I said, wind, and they also ask favorite character based on gameplay. I know this sounds maybe not believable, but really, really, really like how they made Valentine's Chelsea. I'm so sorry. I just love that they included her personality in her kit so well that she like burns herself because she's so full of passion and burns because of that. It's perfect. It's just an amazing character. When it comes to my thoughts on the current game, like I talked about this earlier, I think that we have a little bit of problems when it comes to co-op. Like some rooms are basically always dead and it takes a little bit until you have people to play with. And there needs to be some kind of fix, but I'm not really sure if that's fixable. I also think that people are too divided. Like we now have the Agito, we have the Dominion, we have High Dragon Trials, we have the raids going on. People look for people to play in story quests, so I feel like that's a problem. But I don't really know a fix for that situation, I'm sorry. Kyoko Kirigiri asks, what year did you start playing Dragalia? Like I said, I started playing at the beginning. Who is my least favorite to most favorite unit? Already answered that question, I think. What is your favorite element? I also answered that question, I'm so sorry. What is your favorite weapon type? I also answered that. What other games do I play besides Dragalia Lost? That I didn't answer yet. I play Star Ocean Anamnesis a lot, like it's a cool game, I made a video about that. I play Princess Connect, that's something I play a lot on my phone. And sadly, I also play a lot of Genshin Impact, but I haven't played it as much lately because I feel like it's not getting boring, but the grind is just annoying. Like I have all of these cool characters that I want to play. Recently got Rosaria and it just takes forever until you can use them. Like when you get a new character in Dragalia Lost, you're just pumped and full of stuff that you already have available and then you can play them. That you can't do that in Genshin Impact, except for if you've already grinded like tons, and I don't have the time for that. So I like Genshin, but that's annoying. And like right now, I'm playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise, which is so much fun. This is the first Monster Hunter that I really, really enjoy, like completely. It really feels like you're hunting when you like jump on your dog, when they run away, and you just chase them to finally catch them. I mostly catch them. I don't kill them most of the times. And finally, how was my day? Like I already said, it was pretty fine, thank you. I hope your day was pretty fine too. So the last question I got was from Quacelia, and they ask, why am I delicious? Well, human flesh is pretty delicious. Okay, and that's it. That were all of the questions. Way too long, this video. Wow, I talk a lot. I want to thank you guys so much for all of these questions. This was a lot of fun. I also have a lot of problems talking sometimes, as you might have noticed. Hey guys, editing Quitte here. I actually forgot to close the forum where you could submit questions, and there were 2 more questions. One of them was, will I ever do a face reveal? I don't know, maybe someday, I'm not sure about that yet. And the other question was by Kazura Creed asking, what do you think about the possibility of Dragalia getting a Granblu collab instead of a Fire Emblem 3 Houses? No, Fire Emblem Heroes 3 collab with the data mined list that was shown. I think both will happen at some point. I'm not looking at the camera. Wow, I'm still not used to this. I'm sorry. I think both are going to happen at some point, 100%. And I'm pretty sure Granblu collab is happening before Fire Emblem. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. I enjoyed making it. Maybe when we get to 10,000k, I will do something like that again. If you have any other questions or if I missed something, you can just ask in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, why are you watching this? You don't even know me, but thank you so much for watching this. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you either on stream or in the next videos. Bye!